Greetings, everybody.
My name is Arunita. I am a graduate student and a science communicator. So, in this talk, I will be speaking about Cogito 137, which is a small science communication platform that me and a few more students in our institute we started together some time back, and we are hoping that it's a tiny step towards a huge SciComm network that we envision. Firstly, yeah, I would like to begin by saying that to understand why we need to talk about a SciComm network or even take steps towards it, let's begin with the roots, the history of science. History stands witness that scientific method of inquiry, logic, observation, demonstration began with ancient European scholars like Aristotle, Copernicus, Galileo, and their contemporaries. But their theories were trashed and they were accused of heresy. Some of them even paid for it with their dear lives. Now, about 500 years later, here we are in the 21st century, where the president of one of the most powerful and influential nations of the world openly denies climate change. Scientific evidence hold no value to him, neither do global natural calamities speak to his conscience. While this is the situation in the United States and my part of the world in India, a saffron clad Baba is tricking people into believing and consuming herbal concoctions, claiming that it will make them immune towards the coronavirus and even cure the infected. His fanaticism is unaffected by the fact that scientists and doctors across the globe are toiling round the clock to offer us a medical respite. But the problem is not restricted to a few ill informed influencers, but the millions who follow them. Hence, it's clear that the society we live in suffers from a gross lack of scientific temper. Perhaps the only solution is effective SciComm. Now, I believe that the primary onus of science communication should be on the practitioners of science, researchers, scientists, and students of science. It's high time they step down from the ivory towers of laboratories and engage with the public, and not in a manner of bombarding them with information, but through engaging content, dejargonized and simple language, interesting analogies, basically effective SciComm. With this vision, I, along with a few more students of the Indian Institute of Science Education and Research, Kolkata, founded Cogito 137. We are a small SciComm magazine run by students of science. We have a strong and competent editorial board comprising of undergrads and graduate students who are both researchers and psychommers. You can head on to our website to look at the kind of work we do. Now, although we are a tiny speck when it comes to psychom initiatives across the world, yet we wanted to be an all inclusive platform for anybody who wants to communicate science. And we have opened up our submissions recently. We are now accepting content from one and all. And of course, our editorial board scrutinizes all of it and maintains quality and authenticity. And we have a range of publications. Apart from our regular content, we cover a lot of topics, uh, relevant topics, current topics. And apart from what we regularly cover otherwise, we are also running a few thematic series to keep both our audience and psychommers engaged. In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have started a series called Comictious, calling for tunes and illustrations about the pandemic and sharing them through our social media networks to create awareness. We have an interview series running showcasing the women in STEM from the premier research institutes in our country. We have started a feature section on our website to recognize and appreciate other SciComm initiatives like ours. Now, since we are a web based platform, our potential reach is quite comparable to other giants in the field, and we have managed to keep it completely open access. The best part is, we do not need any funds to run this initiative or worry about making money out of it and keeping it sustainable. I'm sure right now some of you are thinking, how do we manage that? And some of you already know the answer to it. We are not running a media house. We are based within the academic circle. Ours is a premier research institute of the country with 5 departments: physical, chemical, biological, mathematical, and earth sciences, with over 1,300 students and about 120 faculty. So, we are not in a dearth of scientists or psychomers. And this brings me to the idea that I propose. Research institutes across the world should initiate small psychom initiatives like ours to enable scientists engage with the public by communicating the fruits of their work. Slowly, these nodes can begin to connect at local, regional, national, and finally international levels. Now, that will open up a wide range of possibilities. We can potentially cross link websites. They can have a shared search feature, for example. A person looking to understand some scientific concept on a particular platform could potentially be redirected to another platform where the said concept is explained. And if this is at a global level, the person could even find a translation of the said topic in a language that they understand. Also, it is important to have print media dissemination and mass circulation. Through agreements and Creative Commons licenses, any kind of SciComm content can then be printed in any language for distribution within local communities where internet access is an issue. What we envision is a SciComm network, a network of SciCommers and SciComm initiatives across the world. Cogito 137 is only a baby step to this. We have some very bright and enthusiastic students running our design, public relations, publicity, and website management fronts. They are on the constant lookout for collaborative opportunities with other SciComm initiatives. Cross platform sharing of content to increase reach, linked databases for widespread dissemination of information, human resource connections to make collaborative SciComm stories across the globe possible are some of the steps we hope to ascend with through our future collaborations. Do get in touch if you're interested. Scientific research tends to remain constricted within academic circles. It tends to remain like an echo chamber. And the society at large is suffering from the lack of scientific temper. Through the resulting SciComm network, with SciCommers and researchers joining hands across the world, we hope to bridge the gap. We have started small, but we hope to revolutionize the interface between academia and the public, between science and society. And if any of you are wondering what the tree in the middle stands for, I just wanted to start from the root causes and show a way to grow and prosper using an analogy. Thank you.